Thomas and Friends, Book 28, Diesel the Mean Engine. This is a story about Diesel the diesel engine. He played tricks on other engines so no one liked working with him, but when Thomas got into trouble, would Diesel come to his rescue? One day, Percy wasn't feeling well. His joints ached and he couldn't breathe properly. The Fat Controller came to inspect him. "You need to go to the works to be repaired," he said. "I will have to get another engine to do your work until you're better." The Fat Controller phoned other railways to see if anyone could spare an engine, but the only available engine was Diesel. The Fat Controller didn't want to use Diesel because the last time he had worked at his station, he had caused so much trouble that he had been sent away in disgrace. But as no other engine could help out, Diesel had to do. The next day, Diesel came to the station to collect the troublesome trucks. Thomas was not happy to see him because Diesel had played so many tricks on him before. "Take these trucks to the harbor," Thomas said. "But don't play any silly tricks," he warned him. "Yes, Thomas, of course. I won't play tricks. I'll do whatever I'm told," Diesel said slyly. The troublesome trucks teased Diesel. "Yes, Thomas, of course I won't play tricks. I'll do whatever I'm told," they said in Diesel's voice. Diesel was angry. "I'll teach you," he roared and bumped them into them roughly, sending them flying into a siding. The trucks crashed through the buffers and slid off the track. Diesel hadn't meant the trucks to crash. He had only wanted to scare them, but he still wanted them to do as they were told. So he said, "That would teach you to laugh at me." The Fat Controller was disappointed with Diesel. "You will go back to the other railway as soon as I can arrange it," he said sternly. "I won't have trouble on my railway." After such a severe telling off, Diesel was glad to be going home. A few days later, Daisy was going up a hill when she felt something splash against her wheels. When she stopped at the next station, she felt hot and her joints were stiff. "You lost your oil," your driver said. "Bertie can take your passengers while we get you repaired." Thomas had to go over a hill where Daisy had spilled her oil. He was halfway up when his wheels started slipping on the oil. Suddenly, Thomas, Annie, and Clarabelle slipped back down the hill. As he reached the bottom, Clarabelle's wheels bounced off the main track onto an unfinished siding. Her front wheels fell off the end of the track and sank into the mud. Thomas was left standing stranded across the main track. Diesel was at the next station waiting to go home. Well, he laughed when he heard what had happened, but then he realized Thomas was blocking the track, so he couldn't get past. "Bother," he said crossly. "I'll have to help Thomas or I can't get home." Workmen cleaned off the oil off the track, then they put sand on them to help Diesel grip them. Diesel moved slowly forward and was coupled to Thomas. Wooden railway sleepers were put under Clarabelle's wheels, so she could be pulled back onto the rails. "Thank you for coming to help, Diesel," said Thomas. "We could have been stuck here all day." Diesel gripped the sanded rails and pulled with all his strength. Slowly and carefully, he pulled Thomas, Annie, and Clarabelle back onto the main track. "Well done, Diesel," said Thomas. "You've been a really useful engine." Diesel smiled. It felt good to be helpful for a change instead of always causing trouble. Diesel carefully pulled Thomas, Annie, and Clarabelle over the slippery hill and onto the Fat Controller station. "Good work, Diesel," said the Fat Controller. "You have been so helpful today that I am happy for you to come back to work at my station." Diesel smiled. He was pleased that he was going home. but he was also glad that he could come back again to work for the factory controller. The end.